This segment is sponsored by Polston Tax Resolution and Accounting.
It's time, you know the law.
And Polston Tax Resolution and Accounting is here to help. Rachel, what you got for us today?
Good morning. It is almost Christmas, and because so many of us are in the giving spirit this time of year, I want to talk about how you can do some good that might save you money on your taxes before this year ends. Last year, charitable giving dropped for the first time since 2013. Individual donors gave $54 billion less to charities, which resulted in a big hit that charities were not prepared for. Many people did not give because of the changes to the tax code, which increased the standard deduction. Well, today, I will clear up the confusion for the 18 million Americans who are still itemizing your deductions on your tax return, and you need to know you could still benefit by donating to charities before this year ends. Now, I know how people get when someone starts talking about taxes. It's just one of those topics that can be so boring or complex, but I promise you, I'm going to keep this very short and very simple. I even made up a corny phrase just for you that I even tried to rhyme, and it's be charitable or pay in April. I know, it's a terrible rhyme, barely rhymes, but more importantly, I just hope you remember it. So be charitable or pay in April. What I mean by that is, let's say you made $50,000 and you gave away $5,000 to a nonprofit. Well, if you itemize your deductions, you may get to subtract the $5,000 from your income, and you only calculate the taxes you owe from the $45,000 that are left. And if you want to, you can even give away even more, all the way up to 50% of your adjusted gross income. Every year around this time, I try to make sure I've given away at least 10% of my income to nonprofit organizations that I support. And I'm usually behind, so I often knock out several big donations in December by donating online with my credit card to make sure it counts for this year. So if you charge it to your credit card December, right now, it will count for this year, even if you don't pay it off until next year. And don't forget to keep any receipts that you receive of your donation for your records. A lot of charities, they won't send out those receipts until the new year. So I'll tell you what I do in the meantime until I get the receipt. I have a free app on my phone called the Give Tracker. It lets me record the date of my donation, the name of the nonprofit, the amount I donated, the payment method I use so I can hunt it down later if I need to. And there's even a note section if you just want to jot down notes to yourself about the donation, like clothes that you gave to the Salvation Army, for example. But you should know that giving online, paying in cash, writing a check right now is not the same as making a pledge to donate later. If you make a pledge to donate but you don't donate until the next year, it's not going to count until next year. And if you own a business and have been told you can't write off charitable contributions on your tax returns, I want to tell you, you may still be able to if the charity you donated to will advertise your name in exchange for your donation. You may be able to claim it as a valid advertising expense and similarly reduce your donation to that charity as an advertising expense and reduce the taxes that your business will owe. Lastly, I wanted to tell you about a special giveaway that I'm going to be doing next year. You may not know this about me, but when I was 12, my father passed away, and my mom was left with the responsibility of raising me on her own. And I love my mother so much, and she is a big reason I am who I am today. She is still my #1 cheerleader. I understand how difficult the path is for single mothers who are just struggling to do their best. And so in the new year, I'll be giving away $500 throughout the year to single mothers in need. So stay tuned for more information on this in the new year. And until then, remember what I said, be charitable or pay in April, and Merry Christmas from Polston Tax.
Thanks so much, Rachel. Polston Tax Resolution and Accounting has 5 locations in Oklahoma City, Norman, Tulsa, Wichita, and Kansas City. You can call them at 405-801-2146. They also assist clients nationwide.
You can find Polston Tax Resolution and Accounting on social media. Just look for Polston Tax. Their website is polstontax.com.